Welcome to Raider Talks midweek episode. I am your host, Art Navarrete, here alongside Nick Ibarra. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below for Raider content all season long. Nick, this is a Raider defense that has been impressive all season long,
yes,
and especially the last 3 weeks. You go out against the Giants, only give up 6. Go out against the Jets, only give up 12. You go against a electric Miami Dolphins offense and you only give up 20, and you're playing really good football. In those 2 weeks against the New York teams, you're thinking, okay, they're subpar teams, okay, whatever, but you go on against the Dolphins and you hold them to 20, you get the turnovers, you get the timely stops. Now you're looking ahead to the Chiefs game, and can we stop 2 electric offenses in back-to-back weeks? Can the Raiders solidify themselves as a top 5 defense in football?
We are talking about the Raiders, right, in the defense?
We are talking about the Raiders,
because
by the way.
What they've done, not just these past 3 weeks, just in stretches of the season, has been impressive. You know, like you said, against the New York teams, only giving up 1 touchdown in 2 weeks. That's what you're supposed to do against offenses like that.
Yep.
You know, we go to the number 1 offense in Miami, only give up 20. And I said it last episode, I don't care about the yards or what Tua did, what Tyreek did. I cared about the points. You know, we gave up 20. We create turnovers now. All season I'm talking now. We create turnovers. We get off the field, get timely stops. And it's a good thing for your offense. It's a good thing. Hey, let's be aggressive and go for it on this 4th down. And also, hey, let's just punt the ball away, and because you know this defense is going to stop you. Like, I'm looking at the schedule right now, and there's maybe a couple instances where I say, hey, that's defense and that's it. But other than that, this is our backbone of this season, is the defense led by Maxx Crosby. This is impressive. And, you know, if they do it against the king of the AFC West in Mahomes and Andy Reid, and maybe even the NFL, it would be impressive to know that hopefully someone could stop these guys.
Yeah, this is a rare defense you look at, and they get timely stops, which is very important. They get the turnovers, which is very important. And you got a guy like Maxx Crosby leading the way with the energy he brings to the locker room, he brings to the building every day. You can see the defense and all the players feeding off of what Maxx Crosby does. And so I think Maxx Crosby, obviously the backbone of this Raider defense.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Graham has a lot to do with it, too, with this scheme and his play calling, which has been more aggressive since Josh McDaniels left, just saying.
Yes.
But Maxx Crosby, he's the man.
Yes. 4th rounder, too. I was just thinking about that today. You know, diamond in the rough. You know, we got him. And, you know, fast forward 5 or 6 years, he's one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Everyone's rallying behind him. Everyone's playing for him, it seems, and off of his energy. And, yeah, he's just special.
Let's talk about Patrick Graham making a huge jump from last season. I mean, last season, we were even talking about Patrick Graham maybe getting fired for how bad this defense looked at times. And even early in the season, you know, the defense didn't look too good, even though they didn't give up that many points, but it was against some kind of weaker teams in Denver. Got our butts beat by Buffalo. After the first 2 weeks, we're thinking, like, I don't know about Patrick Graham.
Yeah.
But, man, this guy has been coaching his butt off, and he is running, you know, doing blitzes at the right time.
Yeah.
He's being conservative at the right time. I love everything Patrick Graham's doing and what he's bringing to this defense. And like I said, once McDaniels left, you can see Patrick Graham's defense getting more aggressive.
Yes.
And I love that. It's the Raider way. It's aggressive. And, you know, Antonio Pierce probably gives Patrick Graham the freedom to do whatever he wants.
It's good that he's getting all of his guys ready to come play Sunday. It seemed like there was a couple times where it was just Maxx doing everything, and that was it. He's the only one to show up and play. It seems like everybody's now ready, showing up and play. Ever since he went to the booth, everything's been a lot smoother, a lot better. You know, that's one of the Twitter jokes out there.
Yeah.
What he is doing now, and we called for his head, you know, these past couple of years, but what he's doing now is impressive. And what he's doing it with, this is the 3rd cheapest defense. And, you know, and the yards that we're giving up and the points that we're giving up, it's amazing, led by him.
Yeah, Patrick Graham definitely deserves his flowers. This defense has been absolutely excellent this season. And let's not forget about some players that have made this defense an elite-type defense, we think, but they can really prove it against the Chiefs this week.
Yeah.
And that's Robert Spillane at the linebacker.
Yes.
He's being being a leader. He's a guy that came in. He wanted to get up earlier than Maxx Crosby and do all that. But people are saying Maxx Crosby is just different. He's a freak. You're not going to be able to wake up earlier than him. You're not going to be able to outwork him. But Spillane goes in there and does his best to try to do that. And that's a guy that this defense probably rallies around too. Like, Spillane's working hard, let's work hard. Crosby's working hard, let's work hard. And you got just some corners that are playing good. Nate Hobbs looked absolutely excellent last week. You remember when he looked really good just 1 or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He looked elite. He looks like that, but 10 times better.
Yeah,
especially,
he looked really good.
Especially last week against the Dolphins. You got Meek Robertson, who's just
really
a little bulldog going out there. And Trayvon Merrick, a safety that people started to dislike. We felt like he was slow. We felt like he didn't make enough plays. He was too conservative.
Yeah.
Now he's making plays. Now he's getting his picks once in a while. And you got a defensive line who's playing really good. Malcolm Kuntz at the edge is playing excellent. He's a guy that we didn't think he was going to get to a level he's at right now. And he's playing at a good level. His interior D-line's playing good. Man, they're clicking on all levels right now.
And everything is just going right. And let's go back to Spillane. How many times have we sat up here after a free agent signing and being like, okay, that's the guy. That's our new linebacker. Rather if it was Corey Littleton that 1 year or just, other guys. And this is the one where it's like, okay, well, let's just see. And he's came out and he's balled out.
Yep.
Whether it's a couple sacks, the picks, just tackling.
Breaking his hand and staying in the game.
And then
he's a Raider.
And then getting the pick the next week. It just, everything is going right. Meek's playing really good, like you said. The line's playing really good. These corners are playing good. Merrick's coming into his own. And something surprising, because we were calling for his head too at a point. On this defense, it's clicking. And it's very good to see that. It's just not Maxx Crosby. It's Maxx Crosby in the gang now. Bring on your offense and let's go.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see this Raider defense go up against the Chiefs. I'm really excited to see this Raider defense. And, when you're watching Raider games in the past, you're excited to see the offense on the field. But right now, with how electric this Raider defense is, you want to see them on the field. When they're on the field, you're absolutely pumped up.
Yeah.
You're like, anything could happen here. Pick six, fumble, turnover, another time we stop. They're going to go for on fourth down? Okay, I dare you to go for on fourth down. When before, you want the other team to punt it. So this Raider defense is so electric. It's just going to be about how the offense plays this week, I believe. And they just need to play okay. And I think we can win this game because I think this Raider defense is elite.
Yeah, I think
they're going to show it also.
And and depending how you feel, if you feel they're elite, if not, they're reliable. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people can agree on. We're reliable now.
Yes.
We can give the ball back to the offense. We can create some turnovers. So however you feel about elite or whatever, we are reliable. And it's good. And now I believe going forward, it's here offense, here's the ball. Go win it. We're doing our part. We're holding people. We're putting limiting them down to points. Go win it. And I think that's going to be the narrative for these next 6-7 games.
I think it's huge for this Raider defense to continue to play good games how they have been, not just so we're feeling good about them going into next year, but for Antonio Pierce. Yeah. Because you look at Antonio Pierce and he's technically a defensive-minded coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. He's a former linebacker, Super Bowl winning linebacker. And if you look at this Raider defense and they perform well these last 6 games, it might not matter what the offense did. Mark Davis can look and be like, hey, he had this defense. Him and Patrick Graham had this defense right. He's a defensive-minded coach. Now let's let him and Champ Kelly draft a quarterback and let's see what we can do. Let's have them try to fix the line. So this Raider defense is going to be a crucial part of Patrick Graham and Antonio Pierce coming back.
Yeah, this defense is making AP look good. He's a defensive guy, a linebacker guy. He knows what it takes, and so far this defense has been looking impressive.
We'll see you guys for the Raider Talks game preview. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.